how many times in the teaching said ganachakra is so special, ganachakra is so powerful. And similarly, all the great masters, then Padma Samye, Vajrayana, Shin Soja, as well as Vajrayana, Machik, Lapji, Doma, everyone said ganachakra is so special, so powerful, means to increasing rapidly, quickly of the true merit and remove the obstacles or negativities. So that is what the ganachakra is. It's very, very special. And then with this understanding, when we do the ganachakra, of course, first we have to set up the shrine, shrine of the mandalas. And this is our mandala. For example, here we have the mandala. When we speak in mandala, generally about Padma Samye Ling, Padma Samye Ling itself is really mandala. I'm not just saying this. I feel that, and Khenpo said many times, it is the entire itself is living mandala, not just like imagining symbol of mandala, but it is truly sizzling, lively mandalas. Look, this surrounded all that you look to, right direction, left direction, front, back, everywhere you look. There is so many beautiful things that symbolizing the love and compassion and wisdom and skillful means and wisdoms that represented all these. Look everywhere, every corner you look, every side you look, is all. The back side, the outside the monastery, inside the monastery, up and down, everywhere. This is the true living mandala. It is truly one of the central spot of the pilgrimage, not just as one of the retreat centers, but it's truly one of the very beautiful pilgrimage, sizzling, living, lineage mandala spots. It's true. And then generally we're talking about this land itself. And of course, in the Buddha teaching said, there is so many, and as well as in Geographical teaching, so many times, there is also, of course, art is generally, everywhere is special. But there is also in the Buddha teaching said, and as well as in Geographical, there is an acupuncture spot of the earth. Therefore, at great cemeteries, and 24 major spots in Vajrayana teaching, in 32 spots, so forth. There is many acupuncture points on the earth. And earth is generally also, of course, is one way, is kind of saying that, but earth is also living. The elements are living. It's a display of the wisdoms. And therefore, earth has many acupuncture points, definitely. And then, with that contrast, truly Padma Samye Ling is one of the, also we feel, acupuncture point of the earth. And we also heard from the ancient time, native purpose, this area is very, very special places. In the native purpose we heard. And then whatever that reason, in the external level, also we look here in these places. For example, I'm not saying only here, but in these areas, all areas, there is, in generally, everywhere there is so many, what's called, poison ivies, and poison snakes, and mosquitoes. But Padma Samye Ling, really, I'm not saying, you all know, that's very less. Maybe mosquitoes sometimes comes, but there's no poison ivies, no poison snakes, and then many people, we all imagined, first time when we came here, not many mosquitoes too. But otherwise, everywhere there's so many mosquitoes. Everywhere. Even far east, far north, in Canada, which is like far away to the north, there's mosquitoes. And a lot of us. But here, very less mosquito, all those disturbances externally. Then Khenpo often said, this land formation has so many beautiful things. When you look to the astrological level, when you look into to the east side is the most kind of open. And that should be like that. And the soul is very kind of full. And many says, in front of the monastery, if you build something, or monastery has something, if If you look into the front, if there is a formation of that, like actually many hips, truly when you look to it, so many mountain peaks you see. It's like heap of the jewel. Truly Rena qualities, Rena Samba qualities. And also when you say this mountain formation looks like a sleeping elephant. So sleeping elephant was carrying the full load of the jewels. Like that. And then west has a beautiful formation. Again, formation that always said should be as like peacocks. Peacock's feathers. But it has good spot in the west. And north the backside, which has then again very majestic kind of stand. The backside of the monastery stays very sting, as often used to say, like tortoise, but it has good formation. When you look, when we do the ceremony of the fire puja on the lower meadow, looking up here, truly it has semicircle, circle formations. Comes very good. And then in the center of this is also I thought too. And Varanasi is so special place in Buddhism, and as well as Hinduism. Varanasi why named is Varanasi? Is named because there is two rivers called Varuna and Asi, two rivers. When Varuna and Asi join together, put together two words in this according to Sanskrit language, conjunction or the sandhi they call conjunction, then it becomes Varanasi. So it's between two rivers. In the Padma Samye Ling, there's not two rivers, but there is two brooks. What's called brooks? Brooks. Lomas brooks, throat crack brooks. We have two brooks. When you pick up from these two rivers, we can pick up lotus almost. Lotus. L-O-T-U-S. You can pick up that. So in the Sanskrit, the Varanasi, they pick it up from the Varuna and Asi, Varanasi. So I thought we can pick up like from these two brooks, lotus. Then add maybe S and become lotus. So then truly, Padma Samye Ling, what means? Padma means the lotus, that you all know. So there is some really of the lotus, and so that's also kind of like naturally came that some really of the terminology of lotus. Those are just made up by us. But then in the teaching said, when you put the spiritual meditation heart, if the land formation has, like mountain looks like sitting rishi in a samadhi, or the Buddha Vajrayana. If you put on the monastery or the hermitage or the retreat cabin on that lap of that, then it's really very good in the teaching said. So when you look to this mountain, I think Padma is called things, maybe this ridge looks like almost like kind of like meditation postures. And Padma Samye Ling is, the temple itself is kind of almost in the lap of that. And the lower part is like on the cushion, and this part is lap, and this part on the top of this mountain area is like kind of like part of the body up there. So that can be interpreted that way. So that way, also it has that good qualities. Then of course this temple is named after Samye. Samye representing the entirely Buddha teachings. It represents the whole cosmos of the teaching. So this has, I'm not going more details now, but this has 3 levels. And then also Samye is according to the teaching that when they build up according to the patterns of the total they built, Samye monastery built. And we don't have exactly that pattern, but the Kora part is is like total formations. It is octagons. Octagons, it is in a total formation. It is in the one way, in the Western, you all know, it is etching, in the harmonizing etching status. It's an octagon status. And then we put so many, those lotus petals. Those symbolize, like in the Buddhist, when Buddha was born, he stepped in 7 steps each direction, and there is lotus came each directions. So there is 28 lotus petals going around that. And then there is a big 3 lotus on coming up there, petal, and which symbolize the Buddha's body, speech, mind, or according to the teaching, it symbolizes the Hinayana, Mahayana, and the Vajrayana teachings. And then is all the 8 stupas and 5 Dhyana Buddhas. So truly Padma Samye Ling itself is really like sizzling, living mandala, many aspects. And then in library, we have all the Buddha's teachings in Kanjur and Tanjur, of course, Tibetans, but we have also Theravada and a Chinese version of the Therapeuticas, and so many other, all those Buddha teachings. It's filled with that. And so therefore, this Padma Samye Ling truly is like living mandala, and as I said, is truly is one of the pilgrimage spots. It's not just a temple or the retreat center, but truly it represents so beautiful. Also this temple and everything came so quite beautifully. It's not so struggling so much all the time, but with the true love and the compassion and joy by everyone's and put together, it truly brought as monument of love and compassion, joy and devotion and appreciation. Therefore, from the top to bottom to every aspect, this is really truly like object of veneration and mandala. So this is generally mandala. And now we talk in the inside.